Has he entered now? Glory. Glory.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I say, has the woman entered now?
Yes, she's here now.
But,
yes, it's live now. I'm waiting for them to join.
okay.
Yes, sir.
So that we not keep people waiting. Integrity matters all the time. Yes.
My network is very, very, very strong.
Strong?
It's very strong.
Yes, you must make sure. You are our host now. You are hosting so many people, so. No.
Please help me with another Wi-Fi password, please. Yes, I'm here now. STM. Like this to be of all days. Oh, Jesus. STM. Okay, we're about to start now. Let me share the link. Okay, so I just shared the link now, so let's wait a little for them to join. Okay, we're about to start now. Let me share the link. Mama, Mama, please can you say something? Let me know
Yes.
if your mic is good. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you. I can
Are
hear
you
you.
hearing me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
If you're just joining us, you're welcome. Please let's hold on for others to join, okay? Let's just wait a little. Sorry that we're starting late. So sorry about that. Hope my face is visible. Okay. Good morning, Grace. I can see you. I can see you. Good morning, Grace. Please let's hold on for others to join. Good morning, Grace. Good morning, Grace. I can see. Good morning. Please let's hold on for others to join so that we can move. Please, can we start? Oh, the numbers are reducing already. I don't know. Mama, what do you think? Should we go on? We just have
I, I think we
we
have
have
to
just
go on
five
because
persons.
yes, we have already fixed the time and they know the
Okay.
time. So we should start because I told you I
All
have
right.
a wedding. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we are starting now already. Good morning, everyone. I'm really excited to have you all today. Welcome to the compliance. I think this. Let me mute somewhere. So let me reduce. Please, I hope I'm not echoing. Can you hear me? Please, volunteers, help us. Can you hear me? Should I move on? Please, I don't know if I'm audible. Please, can you hear me? Volunteers, help us. No audio. How? I'm echoing now. Jesus. Sorry, let me stop myself from echoing. Jesus. Off my mic also. Okay, check now. Am I still echoing? Good morning, Joy. Please, can you hear me loud and clear? Is it still? Please, volunteers, help us. Am I still echoing? Hello? Please let me know if I'm still echoing so I can move on. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so welcome to the Compliance for Growth free webinar. Thank you so much for taking out free, because strongly I believe business owners deserve access to the right compliance information without fear, without confusion, and without big grammar. My name is Choma Glory Opara, founder of Omaglo Limited. I work directly with business owners across different sectors on CAC registration, post-registration, compliance, documentation, and structure. Over time, I have seen businesses get fined, restricted, or stuck, not because they didn't register registration. That gap is the reason I created now to speak with us today. I'll be your host for this session. Before we go far, let's make the comment interactive. Please type your name and where you're joining us from in the chat. Just type your name and where you're joining from. Let me just where you're joining us from. Just type in your name and where you're joining us from. Thank you. We should just do that thing like 2 minutes is so long, in 30 seconds or so. Okay. Please, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. The clock is ticking. Please, 30 seconds. Just type in your name and where you're joining from. Okay, I can see David from Port Harcourt. I can see Emmanuel Jerry from Asaba. Okay, okay. Keep typing. Let's make the comments interactive. All right, I can see Francis from Benin City. I can see Liberty from Benin. I can see Frank from Benin. Okay, thank you so much. You all are welcome wherever you're joining from. Thank you for joining us from your different places. Okay, now that we are all settled, let's quickly go over the ground rules so that we can have a smooth session. All right, so please, all your questions that you'll be gathering, please drop them in the comment section. Don't take any. Once the speaker is done, just drop your question. Even as the speaker is going, drop your questions. Please don't take any away. All right, we have volunteers helping to gather questions. That's why I said you should drop your questions. The volunteers will gather them and send them across to me.
I'm not hearing you again, no.
Chuma, we are not hearing you again.
It's like network is bad though. I can't even see her again.
Yes, I believe it's our network.
Okay.
So once it's our own, supposed to have a strong network.
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Nice meeting you, ma.
Same here.
Yes, sir. Our network has thrown her out.
Okay,
I guess so. Yes, you can chat her up. Our network. If you're using it, you can. If he has another network, you can shift off over. Oh.
okay. She's not even replying me.
As she told me that she has a strong network this morning. You should
Maybe
have bought.
she's
She
okay.
should have.
Search for mute.
He said we should.
Sir, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Hello, sir. Okay. Good day, everyone. No, I'm not hearing the other side, but I'll just speak. Not really hearing anyone, but I'll speak. Okay. Compliments of the season. So delighted to speak to you all on a topic that is timely. Yes, it's a topic that everyone needs to hear about. I want to appreciate the convener of this webinar, Miss Chioma Okpara, and my co-speaker, Mr. Aderinko. If I did not pronounce it well, please don't be offended. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate every participant. God bless you all. So my name is Chidinma Amadi. I'm a property and a business lawyer. I help business not to make legal mistakes. I'm also an author of a book, How to Pay Less Taxes Without Breaking the Law. So today, I'll be speaking on a topic, building compliant business for 2026. Building a compliant business in 2026. Please, Chioma, you can share my slide, please. Please, can you share my slide? So, many businesses do not fail because they lack customers. Compliance destroys business quietly. It's just like not having a foundation on your business. It will do what? It will collapse. It will just collapse. So there's so many things that are required for you to do apart from registering your business with CAC. There's so many things that the law requires that you should do. The reality is that by 2026, only compliant businesses will survive. Yes. Okay. Choma just said I should continue. Okay, no problem. So by 2026, like I said, only compliant businesses is going to survive in Nigeria. So for your business to be properly positioned in law, what it means is that your records has to be straight, record that will defend you. I believe we all are hearing what I'm saying. Your records will defend you. Most penalties, as I'm not hearing anybody, I'm just feeling somehow, but I will try. Okay.
We're hearing you. Just
Mean?
Continue.
Okay. So what does compliance means legally? Compliance is not about fear of government too. It's not about it's just about positioning your business to be respected, protected, and profitable. Compliance is how the law recognizes your business, how serious your business is. It is different from you running a business and owning a business. So, what does legal compliance mean? Your business exists properly in law. Your records, that is what will defend you. What do I mean by records? You have to file your annual returns apart from registering with CAC, you have to file your annual returns, you have to have your receipts, you have to have your invoices, you have to have your statements of accounts, your sales records. You have to have all these things in order to show that you are compliant. I want to give us an example. You see, a person just opens a business, he wants to go and register with CAC and just goes back to sleep. We see a whole lot of businesses doing that, and that is not right. If anything should happen to your business, you'll be in trouble. You have to keep records. If there is no records, if there is no annual return, your business will collapse. And sincerely speaking, next year, if you continue, you will not have it funny with the authorities. Registration gives your business name, and compliance gives your business protection. I want us to take down this. Registration gives your business name, while compliance gives your business protection. When you are compliant, you are preparing against legal issues. So we'll go to number 2, why business owners must keep records. We're going to talk about record keeping because we need it. We need to know about it now, because 26, we'll be talking about tax. And if your records are not properly kept, you will have problem. You see, the most penalties, tax problems, CAC issues happens because business owners do not keep records. When you keep records, it will protect you in the rainy days. What do I mean by that? In case your matter goes to court, or even as we are talking about tax, they will need these records. When opportunities comes, even investors, they will believe in you. By the time they're asking you questions, they're telling you, bring this record, bring this one, bring that one. You're answering well. You are showing them your records. They will believe in you and give you loans or whatever you want from them. Proper records helps you. What does it do for you? It's to track income, your income and expenses. You'll be able to prove your correct tax position. Because you have your records, you will not pay more tax than necessary. You'll be able to apply for loans if you have and keep proper records. It will prevent you from having conflict with your partners and clients. Because when they ask you something, or maybe you had a discussion with your clients and something like that, and they are asking you questions about those things, you don't have it because you cannot even remember it. Even your partners, you should have an agreement with them as you are doing business. You have a legal agreement with them. If you do not have a legal agreement with them, when they take you to court, you will not have anything to defend yourself. So what are the examples of records? The records you are expected to keep. I believe we have our pen. We have what to write with. Number 1 is you should have your sales records. You should have your sales records. You should have your expense records. You should have your contracts records, invoice. You should have your receipts. You see, good records reduce stress, and it will reduce you. It will reduce tax exposure. It's going to reduce tax exposure. It also will automatically lead you to paying more tax, because that is what the government will rely on. It is what the government will rely on. So if you have not been keeping records, many businesses in Nigeria don't keep records. So I encourage us from today onwards to keep records, because that is what the tax authority will be looking for. So what is the legal obligations after CAC registration? CAC registration is not the final line in starting a business. It's not the finish line, I mean, in starting a business. When you start a business, CAC registration is not the finish line. When you register, there are some other things that are required for you to do. I'm going to break it down. One of it is doing what? Filing your annual returns. Even if your business is functioning or is not functioning, you must do what? You must file your annual returns. You must keep updates of changes in your company. Addresses, when you change addresses, when you change your directors for big companies, when you change your nature of business, you should be able to do what? Update the CAC with your informations. And I want to stress that before you do anything on CAC portal, you must file your annual returns. So even if you say postponing, you must file your annual returns. So let us keep this at the back of our mind. I want to give us an example. If you registered or your objectives in CAC is like fashion and clothing, you don't start operating electronics business. That means you are not compliant. Whatever that you register your business with, that is what you should be doing. You should not operate outside what you have told CAC that you are doing. Legally, you are operating outside your registered scope, and that means that you are not compliant. So when you fail to meet with the obligations, you expose your business to penalties, closure, and legal action. So let us have this at the back of our minds. Another thing is, I want to talk about more of annual returns now. Annual returns is not just tax documentation. No, it's not tax documentation. Let us not mix it up. When you are filing your annual returns, what you are trying to tell the government is that you exist, that you are operating, that your business is still functioning. That's what you are trying to tell the government. You're trying to tell the government that your business is still alive. You're trying to tell the government that your business is still compliant. So for you to say that I did not make money, I will not file my annual returns. If it is in law, we'll say it goes to no issue. You are just, you are just making a mistake, because you will end up still paying that annual returns. So even if you made 0 naira, you must file. What are the consequences you get when you do not file your annual returns? Your penalties will keep accumulating over the years. I just got somebody that I'm registering, that I'm filing his annual returns from 2020, okay, from 2011 till date. So over 200 and something thousand, I'm going to charge the person. So you can imagine something you would have paid lesser than, you will end up doing what? Paying penalties. CAC will make your status inactive. CAC will automatically make your status inactive when it discovers that you have not been paying your filing your annual returns over times. Like I said before, you will not be able to do any changes in the CAC portal. So that will still make you to go back and file your annual return. So why is it not better for you to do that on time? Immediately you register your business, you ask the person that registered your business, please, when am I to file my annual returns? You will not be able to get government contracts. Investors will not, there was one time somebody told me that wanted to travel abroad and all that, please, I want to file my annual returns. I was saying, why are you filing it? He said that the embassy, that they will check the CAC portal. So you see that it is very, very important that you file your annual returns. Annual return does not measure profits, they measure existence. So if you do not file, the law assumes that your business is no longer existing. So I don't want to overflog it. I think I've been able to clear that, most of us will just be assuming things. I will find my way about it. There's nothing like that, though. You must pay your annual returns. You must file your annual returns. And in 2026, annual returns will become more important. 2026, you see annual returns, it will become more, people, it's not now that we will be telling people, come and file your annual returns. It's people that will be telling us, so please, I want to file my annual returns. Why will it be like that? Because that's one of the things that the authorities will be looking out for with regards to filing of tax. The government agencies will be cross-checking our CACs. They'll be cross-checking to know if your business has filed, is compliant, as in if your business has been able to file annual returns. So we should all have this at the back of our mind. So if you have not been doing that, go and do that. Another thing is document every business should keep for 2026. There are documents that keep for 2026. What are the documents? One of it is CAC documents, business contracts, invoices, and receipts. You see, in 2026, if your business goes faster than your document, trouble is loading for you. It's trouble. You'll be in real trouble. So you also need sales records. You need expense receipts, You need salaries and payroll records if you have staff. You need invoices issued and received. You need tax filings and acknowledgements. That is, you need it to prove that you have actually paid tax. Your tax identification number, you should have it. All your correspondence with regards to tax, you should have it. Employment records, if you have staffs, you should have it. These are all that you need in order to be compliant in law. You need your license and permits. You need your bank statements. As a business owner, you should have files where you keep things manually. You keep things manually and also digitally. You should have somebody that keeps record for you. If you are somebody that is scattered, you have to employ somebody to do that for you. In fact, I advise people that by next year, you should have a tax consultant that can be coming once in a while to check your records. Because most of us are not used to taking records. Most of us are not used to documentation. Documentation, if you cannot, if you forget anything I talked about today, don't forget about documentation. Documentation will save you from trouble. You should have correct tax declaration, lower tax exposure, no panic when authorities appear. When you have all these things, when you have all these records, you will not have any cause to fear about tax master or the tax authority. A business without documentation is a business without protection. I repeat it. A business without documentation is a business without protection. Let's look at legal mistakes that can cause penalties. What are those legal mistakes? Those things that I do that can cause me penalties in my business. Most penalties are not caused by crime. No, not at all. They're always caused by ignorance. And we know that ignorance of the law is what? Is not an excuse. I thank God for this seminar we are having that is going to clear some doubts you've been having about tax and all that, so that you'll be able to do the proper thing. If you finish hearing all that we are going to say today and you go back to do that, keep your records anyhow, you will be in trouble. So what are the common mistakes business owners make in Nigeria? You see them, after registration, they abandon every other thing, registering and abandoning compliance. Have it at the back of your mind that whatever business you are doing, there's some licensing, there's some things you should do, like NAFDAC, like trademarking your business. There's so many things involved. We cannot be able to expatiate them today. This is a very large, a very vast topic. But what we are doing today is what can help you for 2026 in order to be compliant and also not fall into the problem that tax masters are going to be. You see, next year, Jesus Christ. You see, next year, people that don't have information will be in trouble. But people that have the information and utilize it, you might even end up not paying tax. So I encourage us to apply all that have been said today. Like I said before, annual returns, no annual returns, You don't file your annual returns, signing contracts verbally instead of writing. You say she's my friend, is my boyfriend. We have known ourselves from ages. I trust him or her. And you go and sign. You do not even have any documentation because you don't want lawyer to chop your money. You now go and use that money. Even some people go to borrow money to do businesses, and after it collapses or the person dupes you, there is nothing to back you up. When you go to court, you will need evidence. When they ask you, you say, I don't have anything, no documentation, even chats, nothing to show that something like that happened. So please, don't do business like that, because if you do business like that, your business is going to collapse. It's not all about buying and selling. Business is not all about buying and selling. Mixing personal and business money. Mixing personal and business money. You shouldn't mix. You should have, your business should have an account different from your personal account. If you have not been able to do that, please go and do that on Monday. Rush to, that's if you have registered with CSU. You have to do that. Operating without licenses and permits. Informal agreements with no written proof. I have said that. Not keeping receipts or proof of payments. I think I've mentioned that. Paying your employee without keeping payroll records. You are running a business with an expired and outdated CAC record. These are all common mistakes that businesses do. And I believe none of us does that. I believe all of us are compliant. If you know that you're not compliant with regards to all that I've been saying, please ensure that you go back and do your homework. When your legal structure is clean, your tax becomes lighter legally. I will repeat this again. When your legal structure is clean, your tax becomes lighter. So keeping records cannot be overemphasized. Ensure that your structure is clean so that you will not have issues with the tax authority next year. Each mistake can lead to penalty, overtaxation. Your business can even be shut down, or you have a legal dispute. So please, let us not find ourselves making these mistakes I've listed, so that our business will not be shut down. Because if your business is dragged to court, not only will you be going to court, you will spend money. You're going to spend money. And in the eyes of those of them that are looking at you, as the people will just be looking at you. Does he even know what he's doing? So I'll be ending with this. Compliance is not about fear. It's about control. We shouldn't be afraid. When you are in control of your business, you shouldn't be afraid. When your business is compliant, you are not guessing. You are prepared. You are protected. You are credible. So in 2026, by 2026, businesses that grow will not be the loudest ones. Businesses that grow will not be the loudest ones. The ones that will be the loudest ones will be the ones, the structured ones, the ones that are compliant. If you decide not to say all that, do all that we have said today, you see that every other time you are going to tax office, you close down your business and be going to courts and all that. And you see, by doing that, your business is crumbling. Treat compliance as a strategy, not a burden. It's not a burden. The government wants us to do the right thing. Gone are those days businesses do anyhow. You just think it's all about buying and selling. No. So treat compliance as a strategy, not a burden. Because when your legal structure is clean, your business grows stronger and your tax burden becomes lighter legally. Compliance is not an expense. It is an investment in your business future. Thank you for having me. So I don't know if we have questions. Like Chioma said, we should put all our questions so that we can be able to answer it maybe later. Thank you. Hello.
Hello. Where am I? Okay,
yes, sir. I'm true. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I think Chioma has to take over now.
Chioma, can you take over?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
It's breaking.
Yes, yeah, we have 3 questions, ma.
Okay, okay.
Please hold on. Let me get the questions.
Okay, Chioma, I would think you should allow him to
please,
speak.
Let me get the questions.
You gather the questions, yeah.
Okay.
Allow him to speak so that we can gather the questions and I treat it at once.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Barrister Chidinma Amaji, for that clear and insightful explanation. Please, if you have questions, please drop them. The volunteers will get them, okay? Just drop them for me, all right? All right. Thank you once again to our first speaker for those insights. Now, let's move to the tax slide of compliance, which is an area many businesses struggle with. Our next speaker is Mr. Aderiko E. Oladejo, a tax professional with professional certifications including FICBC, ICAN, CITN, and BRIPAN. He'll be walking us through practical tax compliance for businesses, including the types of taxes in Nigeria, what CSE registered businesses must pay in 2026, VAT, which is your VAT, your CIT, payee, personal tax obligations, filing deadline, and how to prepare properly to avoid penalties. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Aderiko E. Oladejo. Thank you very much, sir. Please take on the stage.
Thank you very much, Ms. Chioma, and I thank you for organizing this free webinar on compliance for growth, building a compliance for business. I also want to thank the first speaker, Madam Chidinma Amadi, for speaking to the legal aspect of it. Without missing much of our time, I will just quickly start with this popular quote. According to Peter Drunkard, he said, "Good business anticipate change. but great name position themselves to try because of it. I want to assure everyone on this call this morning that there's a new tax reform that is coming January 1, 2026, and it's a change, and we must adapt to it, and we must key ourselves into it. And now I'm thanking Ms. Chioma Glory for organizing this free webinar. Madam Chidam Amadi have spoken a lot. I will just speak one or two things on what he has said, then I go to tax appropriately. What is the outcome of this seminar? We should be able to know the meaning of compliance and how to use it to grow our business. She has said that compliance should not be a war. It's a means of growing our business. We should not see it as a means of fight, but as a means of growing our business. We are going to look at the legal and the tax compliance obligation. Then we are going to adopt compliance strategies such as filing of returns and proper bookkeeping to reduce tax and regulatory penalty. What is the objectives of this seminar? The objectives of this seminar is to help business prepare for increased regulation in 2026. Like I said, 2026 will come in a few days' time, and we need to increase our compliance strategy so that we can be able to drive our business to a greater height. Then to reposition our business for compliance as an enabler of growth. So he has said it. So seeing compliance as an enabler of growth and not a challenge or a body. Then we are going to analyze some legal and tax compliance that every business must embrace in order to position for growth. Every business must position themselves for growth. But the key thing that we need in this 2026, we must be compliance, both legal and in tax matter. I want to take this as a note for us. If Chairman can help me slide to that note, I want to say that many business fail not because they are unprofitable. Go down. Many business fail not because they are unprofitable, but because they are non-compliant. Note that very note, very, very important. If I thought that, don't take anything away from this webinar. I want you to know that many business fail not because they are unprofitable. They are profitable that because you must have seen element of profit in your business. That's why you dive into it. But when I get there, you are not compliant. That's why many business fail. Now, simply, what is compliance? What is compliance? Compliance simply is the adherence by a company to regulation, tax obligations, law, and regulatory filings. Compliance is just adherence, yearly adherence, monthly adherence to regulation, either tax or CAC, laws, and regulatory filings of your company. That's just what compliance. Immediately, many people, when they register their business, they go and sleep. No, you are not doing yourself good. Like Mrs. Amadi just said, I'm still echoing it. So when you register your business with CAC, what next? That's what we are talking about today. And I want to shock you on this platform. Any business that's not registered with CAC is illegal business. For example, Adeniko Elliott is doing business, fantastic business, but doesn't register with this CAC. No, that business is illegal. So you must go and register and incorporate yourself with CAC. It is when you register with CAC, then you now become a legal entity. So, and this is one of the things that the Nigerian Tax Act 2025 says, that any business should not deal, any company should not deal with a person that is not registered with CAC, that's not formalized. And we get there to that. So I just want to take two notes from us. If you have not registered a business and you are making millions of naira, you are doing illegal business. You need to go and incorporate or register your business. Why are we saying we should be compliant in 2026 and beyond, not 2026 alone? Why? What's the benefit of it? What is the importance of it? Number one is access to funding. Many of us, we are doing business, and I want us to note that any business you are doing, you need what I call OPM, others people money. You cannot grow big like Dangote of today with your 1,000 naira cash at hand. You need other people money. That's OPM. That's what I mean, OPM. You need money from banks. You need money from investors. You need money from all of that things. So, but if you are not compliant, you will not be able to get that fund. For example, if the government is giving loan, is giving grants, and you discover that your business, you don't even register with CAC, automatically you can qualify. Assuming that now register with CAC, they now discover that you are inactive with CAC, automatically you cannot qualify. Assuming you have registered with CAC, but you are not tax compliant, because they will request for your tax grant when we will give you the grant or the fund. So you will not be able to access the fund. So you can see the importance of compliance now. So you need to access some fund, either from the public, from the bank, from investor. But all these things you need to, this compliance is one of the things that you need. Now, another thing, that the importance of this compliance, that you for business continuity. You see, many companies, they do not comply, and their business may be struck off. Let me give you an example. A company was incorporated 41 years ago. The CAC has struck its name off from the record. So he now came to me and I said, well, you have not been filing your annual return, as Mrs. Samadi have said. You have not been filing your annual. So before you can do anything now, you need to go and file your CAC for that 40 years ago till date. Do you know how much it costs him? Almost 1.something million naira. You can see the importance of compliance now. So as many that on this call, don't just register your CAC and put it under your pillow. You must be filing your annual return. And you know how much cost? You know, as at that time, 40 years ago, filing of annual return is just 200 naira. I have to pay for the current year prices. So for avoiding penalties, for obtaining sealing of business premises, you need to be tax compliant. Another thing is about what they call reputational risk. Reputational. Customer prefer compliance that are business that are compliance. Many of us, we are undoing ourselves by not filing our annual return. For example, let me give you an example now. Omagol have registered its business 12 years ago and is now soliciting for a form from abroad. And they concluded every other things have been done. You know what that company in abroad will do? They will go and do CAC search. Immediately they see Omaglo has not been, they just see Omaglo inactive. That already stopped the reputations of the company. They will never get back to. So we can say that the importance of compliance is for you to scale your business to a greater height. Now, let's go to the legal. Madam has spoken a lot. I will just re-echo some of the things that she has said. Now, like I said earlier on, anybody that has not registered, you must go and register. The new tax law says you must go and register. Now, after registering your business with CAC, you don't need to put your certificate, and you need to be filing your annual return with CAC. Whether you make money or you don't make money, whether you trade or you don't, the law requires you that you must file your annual returns with CAC each year after the incorporation. This according to the CAMA 2022. Not that one alone. Many of us will just relocate from Owerri Road to Mbadue Road, and you have to notify CAC, or you want to change your director, or you want to increase your share capital. All these alterations that you need to do, you need to file them with Corporate Affairs Commission. There's a penalty for it. There's a penalty for it. For annual return, it ranges between 5,000 to 10,000 or more, depending upon the year. Then for failure to file your annual return, you may get your hand burnt off. You know, all these little things that we are saying to it, if you take note of it, you have to get the benefit therein. Let me give you another practical example. I'm currently filing for a company on CAC. He has filed the annual return to date. He wants to change the director. He wants to increase the share capital of one of the directors. The CAC says you go and pay something about over 100 plus. They are just calculating $100 per the day from the day it was incorporated. So all of this are just to guide our business. So I will not talk much because Madam Ahmed has said much on that legal. We must keep our record. Let's now go to tax compliance now. Let's go to tax compliance now. Now, after you have registered your company with CAC, what next? What next? Either an enterprises or either a limited company, either a business. What do you need to do? Many of us, we are not aware of it. You just ask Omaglo to register you, you put your CAC matter inside your office. No, the next thing is that you need to go and register your company with Nigerian Revenue Service. You need to register your company. I'm using the one for next year because I know this year you have to get what we call FRS now, but next year is going to be Nigerian Revenue Service. And also, you have to go and register your company with State Internal Revenue Service, because I know some people are on this call, they are from Benin, from Port Harcourt. So you need to go and register your company with State Internal Revenue. Let me clear this one clearly. Your company itself, Omaglo Limited, you need to go and register that one with Nigerian Revenue Service that is very close to you to get what we call tax identification number. That is for company. Now, Omaglo Investment Limited has about 5 or 10 staff. So you, Omaglo, will now go to Imo State Internal Revenue Service to go and register his company for the personal income tax of his staff with Imo State Internal Revenue Service. I think we get the clarity now. Now, when you now register the FRS for your company, Omaglo Investment Limited, they will give you what we call tax identification number. That one always say 1395/0001. That's for the company. Now, for the payee of his staff, Mr. Elliot, Mr. Chuma, Mr. Aldress, she will go to Imo State Internal Revenue Service, register the name of his company with Imo State. They will not generate taxpayer ID for all the staff under that company. I think we get it clearer now. So there are two things that you need to do simultaneously. Immediately you have incorporated or registered your company with CAC. The next thing is that to carry your CAC document to Nigerian Revenue Services. If you are just registering now, come here 2026 for the company. Now, for the personal income tax, you need to do that. I know the question that some will be asking now. Hey, say, ma, I am not a limited. Do I need to do so? Yes, you have to do the same thing. Don't say, oh, I am Elliot Ventures or I am Amadi Ventures. It doesn't concern me. No, I'm not a limited. No, it's both for the limited and for the enterprises. So after you have done that now, you will now be registered for company income tax with another Nigerian Revenue Service. The law now says, let me get it clear. This is what penalty. If you can avoid these penalties, you will have a bumper harvest come 2026. And I want to assure us that the new tax at 2026 is favorable to all of us. It's favorable most importantly to young ones, to small company. Now, when you incorporate a company, you need to go and register with Nigerian Revenue Service 6 months after your incorporation. If by 7 months, 8 months, penalty has already comes in. So immediately you incorporate your company today, don't wait for that 6 months, go and register with Federal Inland Revenue, Nigerian Revenue Service. This is one of the compliance. This compliance is already to be embedded in your business, not that you do it later. Do it later means penalty. I've seen a company that says come and pay almost 3 million naira for not register with Nigerian Revenue because he registered some years ago, and there's a way they will calculate the interest. So you need to go and register your company with Nigerian Revenue Service, and you must file. And after registering your company, After you have prepared your account for a year, Madam has spoken a lot of that. At the end of the year, you prepare the account. Then 6 months after your account, you need to go and file your return. Let me give you an example here now. Let's say maybe I've incorporated my company last year. So the law says now, by the end of December this year, I must be preparing my account. Maybe my account is ready by June, by April. The law says I must file the account of this 2026, 2025 in 2026. Failure to do that, I will mention when we get to that break. Another thing that you need to be doing, that's this company income tax, you need to be filing it yearly. At the end of every year, you must be filing that. That is company income tax. But if you are an enterprises, you don't need to file company income tax. All the questions that may likely come, I'll be putting them on my slide now. The other thing that you need to register for is you need to register for what we call value-added tax. Value-added tax is a monthly VAT returns that you are doing. Now, you are into the production of service, you must add 7.5% to your sales. The law says now that come next year, is a new law. It was in the old law is 21st day, but they have changed it to 14 in this new current law. So the law now says now, every sales that I make in the month of November 2025, I must file it on or before 14th of December 2025. Now, all the sales that I make in 2026, December 2026, I must file it on or before the 14th day of 2026. So, what we are saying is that if you fail immediately after that day, there's a penalty. I will mention those penalties. But if you can avoid all this penalty, you will escape through. Now, I will give some clue here based on the new tax law that is being enforced. In 2026, the law says if your turnover, your sales is not up to 100 million naira, you are a small business, don't file VAT and don't charge VAT. Don't file VAT and don't charge VAT. The threshold was formerly 25 as of today, but the law now increases that, okay, we want small business to grow and thrive well. If your turnover is less than 100 million, don't charge VAT. But if you are above that, you must be filing your monthly VAT return on or before the 14th day of the following month. Now, let me now give you some of the questions that you may likely come. Let's say in 2026 now, by January, all your sales not up to 100 million naira, no problem. Don't file. February, not up to. But by March, you now cross the threshold of 100 million naira. Then you are now good to file. There's also what we call withholding tax. Withholding tax is for companies and for individuals. You must also file your monthly withholding tax on or before the 14th day of the following month. So companies should register for the following type of tax with Internal Revenue Service. What are the things that you need to register? The personal income tax of your staff, I've mentioned it. You need to go and register down with the state authority that you belong to. Either Anambra State, Benin State that you belong. You need to go and register for that. And you will be filing the payee returns of your staff on or before the 10th of the following month. For example, now, January, you pay your staff salary, your staff their salary by 28th of January. The law says before 10th of February 2026, you must go and pay the tax deducted from your staff and remit to the revenue. Failure to do so will attract interest and penalty. You must file on before. Then, apart from that, you complete filing annual returns of your staff till the end of the year. The law now says year 2027, your company, which is Omaglo Investment Limited, you go and file annual return. That is combining all the monthly return and file with the relevant state Internal Revenue Service. Then, withholding tax, there are some withholding tax that belong to individual. There are withholding tax that belong to limited. Let me explain here. My name is Omaglo Ventures. My another company is Amadi Ventures. I'm just using as an example. So Omaglo Ventures have a transaction with Mr. Adeniko Elliott. So the law says when I'm invoicing her, it should withhold from me and pay on my behalf to the State Internal Revenue Service. Now, concerning the withholding tax that belongs to the company, Omaglo Ventures Limited, Amadi Ventures and Co. Limited, they deal with one another. So let's say Amadi Ventures transact business with Omaglo Ventures Limited. The law requires that Omaglo should deduct withholding out from Amadi Ventures and go and pay on behalf of his company. I think I'm clarifying it too. So limited to limited, enterprise to enterprise, we go to the state, Federal Inland Revenue Service or National Revenue Service. Whereas individual, we go to the State Internal Revenue Service. Now, one of the things that comes out from this new Reform Act is that every individual, every taxable person must register for what we call tax identification. Tax identification. Let me explain here, because there are so many misconceptions going on in the populace. I want you to listen. I'm speaking to the law by what the law says. The law says, that if Mr. A has not registered with State Internal Revenue Service, he should go and do so come next year. If his company, Omaglo Ventures Limited, has not registered for TIN number, he should go and register and get the taxpayer ID. But let me give us a warning here. If you have already registered, you have already got tax ID for yourself, and you already got TIN number for yourself, you don't need to worry again. Just go on and be doing your business. Now, what is the benefit of this? The law says that if you don't register for tax ID, you will not be able to get federal, state government, and local government contracts. So go and register and do that. Then another thing that you need to do after doing all this compliance is that you need to go and register on what we call FRA Tax Promat. FRA Tax Promat is a medium of filing your company income tax, value-added tax, withholding tax, and other taxes online without getting to their office. Once you register for tax identification number, TIN number with the General Revenue Service, they will give you a code. For example, they will say omaglochoma@yahoo.com. They will now say your password is 34B18. Now, it is that your tax promise that you need to be logging in. You can file at the comfort of your own. Nigerian tax system want to go according to the OECD compliance, that you can do registration, you can do filing without going to any tax office. You can do, you don't need to go to tax office. You just pay your VAT right now. You don't need to wait till Monday. You can file at any time. So that's the essence of that tax program. So if you have registered your company in Nigeria with Nigerian Revenue Service, the next thing now is to go and register for FRA tax program. Many of us, we have got tax identification number. What you now need to do, you need to go and upgrade to what we call FRS tax program. Now, let's go to the offenses now. Let's go to the offenses. You see, like Madam Amadi have just said, you should see compliance as part of your business strategy. If you don't want to take anything, take it as part of your business strategy. If you don't do that in the year that is coming, a lot of penalty. And there's no way. It is a digital system. You can't avoid it. The system has already calculated it. So you have to pay. You have to pay. So, but if you carry business, if you carry tax, CAC compliance, all other things along with your business, you will see you are going to scale it better. Okay, is my time up? Let me tell us offenses now. Failure to register for company income tax, VAT, The penalty is 50,000 in the first month and 25,000 for each subsequent month. Now, failure to file your returns, like I said now earlier on, that your audited account for 2026, you do not file it by July 1, your audited account for 2025, you don't file it by July 1, 2026. You will pay a penalty of 100,000 the first month and 50,000 for each subsequent month. So, what is in this law is that there is a strict penalty for all offender. So, but if you can calculate, if you can mitigate it by doing the proper thing, you discover you have saved yourself. Let me give you a scenario on this one so that I will explain in language. My account of 2025, the law says I should file it before June 2026. Why can't you now take the opportunity in the law and file within the period? Now, assuming I did not file between January 1, 2026 up to June 2026, and now wait till July, I did not file, I will pay penalty of 100,000. August, I did not file. September, I did not file. October, I did not file. By November, I'm now filing now. First of all, pay 100,000 for the month of July, then 50,000. See how much I've saved by doing the right thing. So they are just saying, come and do the right thing and escape from the law. Now, failure to remit the debt or do that. As I've said that long, you deduct the payee of your staff, you do not remit it. You charge people VAT and you deduct it and you do not remit it. All those withholding tax and you do not remit it. The law says you pay 10% per annum of the tax deducted or collected with interest at the CBN prevailing rate. That is what is currently going on at the time of this. Another thing that is in the law, which I want us to take home, is that, and it's part of compliance I'll be talking about, the law specifically stated that anyone that is dealing with unregistered business come 2026, that company that is dealing with that unregistered business will pay 5 million naira. Let me give you a simple example. Omaglo Ventures Limited. I'm the one, Adeniko Elliott or Adeniko Choma, I'm the one supplying him maybe fridge or electrical equipment. The law says you should tell me as of today, Mr. Adeniko Elliott, please go and register your business with CAC. The law says I should not deal with you. But even now, because we are saying we are friends, I'm the one that invited me to go and give a lecture. So, and he continued dealing with me January, February, March, April. Maybe by July next year, they now go maybe go for fat monitoring. In the process, they now see that I just transacted a business of 200,000 or 500,000. No, it's not the amount of money. And they now say, who is this person? And you are dealing with him, and he's not a registered person. The law said they will fine Omaglo Venture Limited 5 million naira. Not me alone. If he do so for 2, 3, 4 people. So what we are saying in essence is that we must be tax compliant. Now, how can we afford these tax penalties? How can we afford it? Register for tax identification number, value-added tax, pay your tax as early as possible. Pay as early. If you deduct VAT, pay on before 14 days. If it's payee, pay on before the 10th day of volume. File your payee, VAT and withholding tax returns monthly. Keep proper record. Madam has spoken a lot of that. Keep your record. It's your record that will save you. It's your record that will save you. So for some of us, we are just doing business on a friendship sale. I'm getting a contract of 10 million naira, no document to back it. So keep record. Register your business on FRA Tax Promas. Register your business on FRA Tax Promas. That's very necessary. So I would like to end this quote. I would like to end this lecture by a popular saying by Margaret Mitchell, which says, death, taxes, and childbirth. There is no any convenient time for any of them. You must do it. I repeat again. Death, taxes, and childbirth. There is no any convenient time of any of them. You must do it. So what I advise to say, as you are starting your business 2026, take compliance as part of your strategy to grow your business by avoiding all these penalties. Thank you very much for having me on this program. I'm still yours, Adeniko Elliott. I am a tax consultant, and I've been in business over the years, and you are free to get in touch with me at any point in time. Thank you. And most importantly, I want to thank Chioma Gloria for organizing this free webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adeniko, for that detailed and practical session. Please, if you have questions related to the tax compliance, the legal compliance, please drop them in the chat so that our volunteers can get there for your answers. Please, we need your questions, and also help me to say thank you to our speakers. Please, if you enjoyed this section, please also help me to appreciate our speakers and drop your questions. All your questions, please drop them in the comment section. Okay, so I'm seeing a question here. Sir, someone is asking, the charges, is it every money that comes into an account?
Okay. Thank you very much. These are some of the misconceptions that is going on. It's not every money that comes into your bank account or even company account that you have to pay tax on. Let me give a scenario. For example, now I trade with Chioma Investment Omaglo Limited now, and I pay 78 million naira into that business account. Payment that I make into that account, the law do not say I'm going to pay tax on that. It says not going to pay tax on that 78 million naira. Before I can pay 78 million naira into our account, he must have bought something. Let me give you an example. Assuming she's producing soap, and she must have bought some materials. We call that one purchases. Maybe soap ingredients, perfumes, and all the rest, packaging to package it. So he now say, Mr. Elliott or Elliott Consult, the invoice for my goods is 78 million naira. She will add VAT to it. I want her to get the principal along. She will add VAT to it, to that money, maybe making 79 million naira. Are you getting it now? Now, now for her to make a sales of that 78 million naira, there are some things she must have bought. She will call that one cost of sales or purchase, the raw material you use to produce in it. Assuming the cost of purchases is 60 million naira, okay, I will less that one from the 78 million naira invoice that's given to me. Now, it remains maybe something like 80 million naira. From that 80 million naira, she paid the staff salary, office rent, NEPA, and all the rest. Maybe what now remain now is just 7 million naira from that 18 million naira. It is on that 7 million naira going to pay tax on, not on 78 million naira invoices you get to me. And this is the conception that people are saying now. Oh, it is all the money that comes to your account, they will tax. No. There's something that you must have done before you can give in an invoice of 78 million naira. You must have bought some raw material before you can produce the final product that I'm paying 78 million naira on. So you will let that one from your sales you made to me. That will mean what now remains is gross profit. From your gross profit now, you now say, oh, I pay staff salary, I pay for traveling, I pay distribution cost. What now remaining is now maybe 7 million naira. It is on that 10 million naira we now apply tax on and we pay. That is for the company. Let's say an individual now, which I want to clear because I know that's what's going on right now. Madam Amadi, I just paid 10 million naira into our own personal account. Now, let there be narration of what that 10 million naira is. Because the taxman will say, if she do not have any business with me, I cannot just pay that 10 million naira. Maybe Madam Amadi just met me on this call today. I said, all right, I like the way you spoke to me. Please, I need 10 million naira emergency to run my business. I said, okay, no problem. I can fight for you. I transfer that million naira. The taxman will see it as an income. But if it's narrated loan to my friend or loan to my other guest speaker. So what we are saying next year is that and it's not all the income, all the money that flows into your account that we are going to tax. Let there be narration for such an individual. Then another thing is about the law is this. Come 2020, because I'm just focusing on compliance. The law says by January, any transaction that is going to Omaglo Ventures Limited and is 100 million naira within that January, that bank, whether Access Bank, Zenith Bank, GTB, must report to Nigeria Revenue Service. They are just reporting you. They are not saying go and pay tax on. It's also part of the law. So, for example, Omaglo January 5, 10 million naira came. Then January 15, 80 million naira came. January 29, 30 million naira. I know it's above 100 million naira. The bank will report you to the Federal Inland Revenue Service. Now, assuming now, the same January, Chioma, Glory, personal account now, individual now. January 10, 10 million naira came, goes into his account. January 20, another 30 million naira. January 27, maybe 10 naira. You know, it's about 25 million naira. The law says they will report you to the State Internal Revenue Service. What this law is talking about is about transparency. There has to be open. So there's no way you can run either from your limited or to your personal account. Because what is in operation today is that many people don't pay money to their business account. They pay into personal account. So you cannot run away from the two. That's why one of the things you need to get prepared. You better do the right thing. That's the essence of this seminar. Do the right thing. Keep your proper record. Keep all the books that you have, and you do so. So they are just reporting you to Imo State Internal Revenue Service. So at the end of the year, they will just say, Chioma, a big amount of money come into your account in the year 2026. You only pay 15,000 for the year. Go and pay this extra. Why? But if there's a narration of how those money goes to your account, they will just say there's no issue. So these are one of the things that are in the law. So I think I've answered the person's question, even beyond what he or she asked. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So another question. Let me see. It said, please, what is the advantage of limited over business with regards to tax?
Okay, thank you very much. So I believe there's an error that is going on in the circulation. I've had somebody send a video to me, and the person will say, hey, in order for you to maximize yourself in the year 2026, go and upgrade your business from enterprise to limited so that you can enjoy the threshold of 100 million naira. Now, let me give you the advantages of ventures over limited. Now, the advantage of venture is that you don't need to prepare audited account at the end of the year. You don't need to file audited account at the end of the year, but you must file monthly VAT returns. So you don't need that at the end of the year. The limited, whether you like it or not, whether you make 10,000 naira in that year, you must prepare an account and file with it. Now depend upon your choice. Which one do you want? There's no anything that says this one have this advantage of this one, this have the advantage of this one. But what you just need just to be compliant with both. If you want to continue with ventures, continue. If you want to continue with limited, continue. There's no any one that doesn't have its own advantage. Because if you are doing that, okay, oh, let me go and convert. I'm not saying if you want to convert, you can convert. Now let me now convert to limited. Are you now segmenting yourself that you don't want to exceed 100 million naira turnover? So it depends upon your choice. But the Lord did not say, this one, go for this, they won't go for this. No, that's no. If you want to continue with your ventures, continue. If you want to continue your limited, continue. That's just what the Lord says. But do the normal things at the end of the month or for your VAT return. But for the ventures, you don't need to prepare audited account. You don't need to prepare anything and all the rest. And let me now give another clue here is that if you are bidding for government, this is what one people are saying. The ventures also can bid. The limited also can bid. So it is now what is more important to the two of them is your CAC requirement. Are you up to date? Correct. Your BPP, are you up to date? Correct. The tax clearance, are you up to date? So, but in case of ventures, you now need your personal tax clearance from the state internal revenue where you are to act as your tax clearance certificate. I think you get it now. But in case of limited, you need to go and get tax clearance from the National Revenue Service that's very close to you. So there's no any, don't let us mislead that one is as one or the other. But the one that's based on your stage, if you know you can cope with ventures, go ahead. Whether ventures or no ventures, you must keep your coverage. Like Madam Ahmad have just said earlier on. You know, I said the under venture, you know, prepare audited account, but they can call for VAT monitoring and withholding tax exercise. So if you don't have record of all your show, it's more or less this thing. Just keep record and you keep your business fly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So another question from David, he said, I have always believed in having one CAC to cover all my businesses. But with the new tax law, people are advising we should open multiple CAC accounts and bank accounts so those businesses can be taxed. He said, I opened my CAC as Dave Ames Integrated Service Limited, but I have an interior design company, Dave Ames Interior Concepts. I have a real estate brand, Dave Ames Real Estate, and also have a clothing brand. He said, people are saying with the new tax law, I should have different CAC accounts and bank accounts for these businesses so I can be taxed individually. Is the way go now with this? I don't know how I'm going to, I don't understand the question.
Yes, I understand the question. Madam Ahmad has answered that question well during our presentation. You see, this person is doing some things that he was not authorized to do. Madam, to register for real estate, and you are not doing business. You are not doing schools. You are not doing fashion designing. You are not doing. Look what I'm saying now. You are doing something that is different from your prime objectives. You know, when you are telling CAC, Omago Ventures Limited, they will say, what is your business activity? You say, I am for fashion designing. Okay? They register you, you scale through. Now you not get that certificate now, and you're not going to property, and you're not going to sell of CS, and you're not going to you know what I'm saying now? We are doing the illegal things. We are doing illegal. So if you want to do 3-4 types of that business, go and register the one for properties. Go and register the one for fashion. Go and register the one for mama food or whatever you want to do. So, you know, it's combining so many things and it's not too good. So the suggestion they are giving to that person is wrong. You are operating contrary to your legal fulfillment with CAC, because you said you are going to fashion and are not selling property. You are going to fashion. That's what we are known for. So if the law catch you, you are on your own. It's more or less a crime. It's not too good. You are doing contrary to what you are doing, what the law empower you to do. So if you want to go to multiple streams of business, go and register with multiple streams of business. For example, now I have so many companies. Okay, I have one Elota Consult for tax. I have one for Elota Denico. I have another one for investment. So I should not mix all the three together into one single company, because my memorandum of association did not spell me to go and be doing property business. So if I want to go into property, I'll go and register a property business. So do the right thing. And I want to encourage us on this platform. Come 2026, hey, henceforth, we will enjoy the tax law, but you must do the right thing. It's online, it's a digital system we are going to use. It's not a manual, it's a digital, so they will see you and they will do that. So go and do the right thing. Go and register those other line of business that you are doing and let them have a distinct head, distinct something. I don't know, Madam Amadi can speak to this again so that they will, from the legal point of view.
Okay, sir. What he's actually saying is that on the company registration, he actually added fashion interior on the objects of memorandum.
Correct.
Yes,
and he's not going to property. He's not selling. He's not selling building now.
He added real estate also in the company.
Okay. Yes, if he added it, there's no problem. If he added, there's no problem. Okay. So what I'm saying is, okay, let me clear the podcast. So it's not specific that should be one. It can be three, like he said, fashion, designing, real estate, and all this. If it's in memorandum of association, no problem. It can go ahead. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, so another question is, say, what about businesses that are not making up to 5 million annually? Are they going to be taxed?
No. The law said if you are not up to 100 million naira come 2026, you are not going to be taxed at all. You are not even taxed. The government want to free small enterprise so that they will grow and multiply, because they know that they contribute more to the GDP of nation. So this business that is doing 5 million naira is employing 3 or 4 staff. Either I pay them less amount of money. So the business want them to grow, so that they say, if you are not up to 100 million naira in a year, don't come and pay any tax at all. Any tax.
Okay.
So that's all.
Okay, sir. And I don't know if we can still take more questions.
Yes, I'm available.
Can we take more questions?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. If you are not tired, I'm available.
As a small company, okay, sir. It said, as a small company, can I do my auditing my own company, or must it be an independent auditor?
Yes, it's a good question. As a small company, first of all, you need to prepare record. Whether you are a small company or enterprise, prepare record. Record will also tell you how much you make in a year. Record will tell you, audited account will tell you how much you have been spending. For example, when I started my own business, I discovered I was spending over 15,000 on recharge card every month. If not because I kept record, I knew and I checkmate myself. So record will help you. Your account will help you to know whether you are making it, and you're able to make for your management decision only. So you can prepare your audited account to know how much you fear in a year, whether you make 80 million naira or 90 million. But if you don't prepare the audited account, who will tell you? The only difference is that you are not filing that account with Federal Inland Nigerian Revenue Service. You can prepare your audited account by an external auditor, because it is the external auditor that can conceal your loophole. It can expose to you, you are doing this, what you are doing, madam, you're trapped. You know, many of us, what kill our small enterprises one is that we spend frivolously. And any business that you are doing that you cannot pay yourself is not a business. And many business that you are doing, what kill most of the small enterprise that they will say, hey, Omaglo, daddy, please send me money. I paid him 100,000. I'm sending money for my business. At the end of the year, you will not see loss. These are not business related. So now I say, I encourage every business owner, put yourself on salary, so that it is from your salary you will pay a demand, family demand. Many of us, we just spend money and we want to do asoebi, want to do marriage from business. Omaglo Venture, pay him 250,000, and you are killing the business. You are killing your working capital. So that's my advice. So I will advise you, after keeping yourself in-house, bring an external auditor to come and review it, to come and give his opinion on that auditor, and keep it for the next year so that you're able to know how much you are traveling. Let me give you an example of my practical of my own. When I started my business 15 something years ago, my income for the whole year was 80,000. So, but now it's increasing. If I not keep record, how will I know that I'm improving? And it's one of the financial strategies that we need to put. You know, you are just spending money. You see money coming in, money coming out. At the end of the day, you don't make it. So you need it's the record that will tell you, oh, this is your area. You are spending too much on purchases. You are spending too much on electricity. You are spending too much. So you cut it and you make it. So it's advisable you prepare your management account by yourself. That's what we call management account, by yourself or by accountant. Let an external auditor come and review it for you and prepare it, and you go out for your own consumption only. But if for a limited company, you have to file that account, and it is only an external auditor that can account that you can file with Nigeria Revenue Service.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. So another one is said, as a small company, I don't have the capacity to employ a full-time staff, so I deal on contracts with laborers. What tax should I charge such individual, and what percentage?
Okay. Now, very good question. Very interesting question. The law says if you are an employer of labor, I've said that alone, registers of company with State Internal Revenue Service, number one. Then all the staff that are working under you, deduct their tax and pay it on their behalf. And that's the issue of this tax ID that I said. And the law says, come here 2026 now. Listen again. I want you to listen to this technical. It's a very technical one. The law says that if you are earning less than 800,000 per annum, don't pay tax. You get what I'm saying now? So the law is now saying that that company, the person now, he employed me and he's paying me 50,000 in a year. The law says I should not pay tax on it. Even the law says, because I don't want to go into the technical, if I thought you are earning more than 800,000, you may not survive to pay tax. You know, this tax law is very, very good for it. Let us embrace it. You will see the benefit there. The law says, if I thought I am earning 1.2 million naira in a year, that's what we call statutory deduction. We have pension, we have pension, NSF. If I deduct that, and what's amount to is not 700,000, the law says I should not pay tax. So if you are an employer on labor, are you listening to me, that person, and your staff salary maybe it's just 40,000 per month or 50,000 per month, making 600,000 in a year, you don't need to pay tax on that. But if you employ me, maybe I'm your production manager now, my salary per annum is 1.5 million, then you pay tax. Then there's no percentage. There's what we call, we will not subject it to a scale. We call it taxable. Then we now determine, and this is why you now need the engagement of your tax. Some people that are doing erroneous things, they will just say 1%. No. They just use no. Get a tax consultant to advise you on that. I think that's that for now on that it's a very good question. Thank for that. So if your salary, if your idea of your staff is earning less than 800,000, don't bother. But seek an advice from any of the tax consultants in your job. But if it's earning more, you compute and you pay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for the answer. Another question says, sir, please, how do you go about registering with Nigeria Revenue Service? What is the difference between FIRS and Nigeria Revenue Service?
Oh, correct. This means that. Thank you, Mr. My sister Chuma, for organizing this seminar. Okay, let me give you the genesis. There is Nigeria have been operating under an archaic tax law, which is no more relevant in the international taxation. One of them is Stamp Duty Act of 1939. It's not functioning well now. Now, they now repealed If you want me to go and teach a talk on new tax law, I can. This is my 10th edition of giving webinar on it. So the law now repealed the old law of all our taxes. They now call the new tax acts that are coming up. They now call it Reform Act 2025. So in the old law, the Federal Inland Revenue Service is what is in operation today. By January 1, what will be in operation is Nigerian Revenue Service. So they want to cancel the Federal Inland Revenue Service and replace it with Nigerian Revenue Service. What is the functions of Nigerian Revenue Service? Or what the function of Federal Inland Revenue Service? They are just to collect taxes that belong to federal government on behalf of the government. That one. So there are some changes that have cropped up. That's why they are now changing the name from Federal to Nigerian Revenue Service. Very good and fantastic. So come next year now, you see, I've been talking of Nigerian Revenue Service. I don't talk about, because I know in the next few days, Nigerian Revenue Service will no more be in existence. So the law, the new Reform Act 2025, revoke about 4 types of law. We have what we call Federal Revenue Service to be replaced by Nigerian Revenue Service. We have Joint Tax Board to be replaced by Job Revenue Tax Board. We have a Federal Inland Revenue Service. So, and those four have been cancelled, replaced with a new one. So just be patient in the year 2026. Seek professional advice. I'm on call. You can call me. I can give you professional advice wherever you are calling for. But if I now need to get you linked with tax consultants in your region, get what? If you simply more clarification, I know Chioma will provide my information to you. Thank you very much for that question.
So thank you for the answer. We have another question. Okay, I think these ones we'll answer these ones later. After filing your annual returns, of course. Okay, let me just. It said, sir, after filing your annual returns with FIRS,
good.
Is it a must to also file with CAC for the same year?
Very good. Fantastic. You must. You see, that's why I said, and like Madam Mara said earlier on, you register your company today with CAC. The CAC gives you another 12 months or 18 months, whatever, to go and be filing your annual returns with them. Your CAC return is different from Nigerian Revenue Service. They are two distinct. That's why we talk about legal. CAC is talking about legal. Tax is talking about your filing with FIRS. So you must do it every year, whether you make it or you don't make it. Whether you make 100 million naira and not 100 million naira. I want to say the clarification. I don't say, one consultant said, if you don't make 100 naira, don't file. Even your CAC, you make 10 naira or 10,000 that year, file it. So you must file CAC differently and NRS. So you must do the same thing correctly. And also, like I said, with FIRS, if it's a limited, you must even file with your that 10,000 annual returns. If you don't fail, if you fail to file, there's a big penalty on it. So you must do both simultaneously. And like Madam Ada said, it's not just CAC alone. If you are into production of juice, you know, you must register with NAFDAC, another statutory body. You must register all those things. And that's it. And let me hear this one. It is your compliance that will determine your reputation. I said that one earlier. It is your compliance that make people to come and patronize you. I get me now. Let me give you a scenario. I'm talking from experience now. Somebody has already closed a deal. Again now, he has already closed a deal. For example, like me, I'm Chioma. I say I want to do this. And this is a consultancy job for that person. So Chioma just got me online. You know, everybody's online now. Oh, on my LinkedIn. I said, I like this man. BSc, BCC, BCSA. Now have a chat with me. I want to engage you as my auditor. I said, yes, no problem. So we closed the deal. You know what Chioma did? He just went to CAC to search for my name. He couldn't find my name. You know what he now did to me? He now say, please, sir, send me your certificate of incorporation. So I have to call the person to the order. You see, now the person has charged you on your CS and something that he couldn't find your name there. So, do you see the matter of what I'm saying now? Now I say anybody that doing business that's not registered is illegal business. So, and at the end of the deal, the man, both of them can go ahead. So I'm the one that could. I said, no worry, I will do the registration free for you. I did it for the person. Do you see the patterns now? Some people that are wise, if I'm dealing with you man now, and I say, oh, you can do this, you can do this. I say, quick, how much are you taking? Then 10 million naira, good. I will say, quick, I will get back to you tomorrow. Before as we drop the call, I will go and search his name from CAC. Oh, he's not even there. Pram. I will not get back to me again. I will not, if you just call the guy, you know, call me. I said, don't worry, I'll call me. I will get back to you later. Till the next 20 years, I will get back to him later. So just do the right thing. And this is one of the things that this new law is saying, that don't deal with anybody that doesn't register with CAC. Not register with CAC, go and register with your tax authority. There's a things I don't want to talk because I'm going to extract the topic, but I know if you are enjoying. For example, now the issue of VAT now. Let me tell you one of the beauty of the law, which has not been embedded in our Facts Act, that if you are doing a business and it's not a fatable business, but you are you have incurred VAT on those business. The law says in the current law that we are coming up says within 30 days, come and claim your VAT. I will pay you back. Cash, not be say something. Do you need further explanation of that? Let me explain that one. For example, now, Chioma Industry Limited is doing bread business, or is doing pharmaceutical business, or is doing maybe school business. And you know, all those ones, you don't charge VAT on their product. There's no way. But while he is buying motor car from Elizade Motors, or why is buying the packaging material for one exile, if she paid VAT on it, and there's no way you can have that VAT that he has paid to that business again. The law says now, by January ending, compile all those invoices that you have paid VAT on, go to your tax office that's very close to you and claim it. You will get your money back. And when you get your money back, what do? You plow it back into your business to grow your business. Government want to encourage the small business to grow and become bigger. And that is it. But a note of warning, if you don't have record, you can't claim it. You can't claim it. For example, he just Mr. Deniko is my friend, Mr. Elliott is my friend. I like the way he spoke. You now say have 7.5% VAT. And now want to go. You now go to FRS in Owerri. You now say, yes, I want to claim 7.5 million VAT from Mr. Elliott. They will say, no problem, good, very good. They will just type in my TIN. They now discover that this man is not even registered with FRS. They will say, madam, sorry, we can't give you. It's not this type of one. So what I'm saying in essence is that deal with person that register with CAC come next year. Deal with person that have TIN next year. Simple. So you can enjoy all the benefits that is embedded in this new tax law. Thank you. I think I've answered the question.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for that answer. Another question is that if it has 240 million on a year and the profit is 5 million total, how much is the percentage of the tax to be paid? Okay, that's a good question. Okay, if you have if a business okay, sir.
Okay, let me go on. If you have 240 million naira in a year, that's your sales. Now, before you make that sales, you have bought some material to produce that goods. Let's say you bought sugar, you bought flour. Let me just use that as an example. And the cost of that is 210 million naira. Can you get me what I'm saying now? So you let that one from 240 million naira, remain what is now your government. You now pay your salary, distribution, and all that. What now remaining is now what we call 5 million naira. Then there's a way we need to do the computation, because in arriving at that type level, you bought some assets. That's what we call capital allowance computation. We compute the capital allowance. You claim capital allowance on your fixed asset. So we now less it from that. We now apply the 30% or whatever remaining. It is not even automatically you are paying the whole thing on the 5 million naira. It's a very that's why you now need the tax consultant. I think that I'm saying now, your profit before tax is 5 million naira, correct? Now you stop in that accounting section now. We now go to tax now. The tax man will now say, okay, for this company to make this 5 million naira, he used some assets in running the business, motor vehicle, fridge, and all the rest. So we compute the capital allowance on it. When we now compute the capital allowance, we less it from that 5 million naira again. So maybe now remain 3 million naira. Now 3 million naira, we now pay 30% of it. That's a very good question. But your consultant can still advise you further. It's a very good. I'm enjoying this class. Very good. Very fantastic.
Okay.
I've
Thank
answered
you
the
very
question.
much for that answer. Yes, sir. Another question from Kids Corner said, my business was registered last year as a limited. What is the next step for me? Is it to get TIN or go to and get tax ID, or to go and register with FIRS office?
Okay, good. Your company registered with CAC last year. Fantastic. So the first thing now is to carry your document to Nigerian Revenue Service that's very close to you and register. Let me sound along. If you register last year, you have already failed because the law says within 6 months. So the FRMM will want to penalize you for not coming after 6 months of registration, but that's not the problem. So you need to go and register your company and get your TIN. Let me tell you now, currently, when Omaglo help you register for that company, automatically there's a TIN number on it. Okay, that TIN number, you can now go and use that to go and register with tax office. That's not the final. The one on your CAC certificate, for those of us that we started registering 2022 thereabout, you see that you have built a TIN number. You have not yet completed your assignment. The now says go to that tax office, carry your certificate of incorporation, your NEPA bill, your means of identification, for VAT returns, and go and file with that. Then you now be issued with a letter from FRS. That letter is very, very important. If you carry the logo of the Nigerian Revenue Service, it is part of that letter they will use for bidding when you are bidding for government contract. So as that person that registered with CAC, if you don't have that letter, so she need to produce further, to proceed further, go to CAC with all the documents that Omaglo have registered with and take to the FRA will now give him a tax promise. They will now give him a tax promise and will now give him that letter. They will now go ahead. So now that's for the Nigerian Revenue Service for your company. Now, for that company, if you have employed staff now, 2, 3, 4 staff, you now need to go to Imo State, Abia State Internal Revenue Service and duly register your company again. They will give you a code for your company. Then they will now give you individual taxpayer ID for all the staff of the company. You now continue to use that one for payee. I think that is just for now. Just do the right thing. And if you are still not yet get confused, get my contact from Omaglo. Just say you are from him, from her, so that we will know where I can. Thank you very much for that question. Hello, I'm true. Hello. Hello, ma. Hello. Hello. Hello, ma. Choma.
Can you hear me? Hello, sir. Please, can you hear
I'm
me?
through. I'm through with the question. I'm through the answer today.
Okay, sir. He said another question. He said, "What if it's a What if it's registered as general contracts?"
Whether you register as a
Hello,
general
sir.
contract, yeah, I'm hearing. Whether as a general contract, so far you are
Sir.
doing a business that will bring profit, you have to register for tax. And also, let me give you another one. In this scope, we have been expanding the scope. If it is an NGO, a club, an association, like churches, mosques, NGO, you have to register with CAC number one, register for FRS 2. Though you are not paying tax, but the law says you must register, because the reason is this: if you don't register for FRS, they will not open an account for you in the bank. So that's just it. So whether a general merchant, whether into fashion and designing, whether into production of something of bread, you must register for tax identification number. Everybody must be under the watch of the government. So that is it. Whether general merchant is general merchant, is that I will advise that person professionally, general merchant, general. What is the meaning of general? General merchant. What is the meaning of merchant? What general? Be specific now. You know, some people that are registering business. Sorry, I think I'm taking photo, but I'm a business consultant, so I need to be exposing us to some of these things. Many of us will just go and register. Even registering a name, your name will be very difficult to pronounce. Your name will have a tribal outlook. For example, if I put Oladejo Limited now, Oladejo Ventures, everybody knows that this man is a Yoruba man. So, and another person may not want to deal with me. Even foreigners from abroad, they find it difficult to pronounce my name. Even Chioma is finding it difficult to pronounce my name. Then I say Nigeria, talk less than an Indian man, a German man. So let your name be in English outlook. Let me just use that one. And let your name not be difficult to pronounce. So that I can, let me give you an example. I think there's a bureau in Nigeria that was in operation maybe 10 years ago. They call Status Bureau. Me self, I find it difficult to pronounce. Is that BI still in existence today? No. So let your business have a national outlook. Let it not be religious based or tribal based. Do you know what I'm saying now? If I see, let me use an example now. I just register a name that shows that I am a Christian or I'm a Muslim. You will see somebody's bias in his mind that I don't want to deal with. So let your name of your business be like that. Now, when you are now saying what is the purpose of your business, general merchant for what? For building, for land, for aircraft, for where? Be specific in what your business is so that you can be proud of. For example, now if you meet me in a seminar now, like this is a seminar, maybe let's say it's a physical one, and say, nice meeting you. My name is Mr. Adeniko Elliott, and I'm a general merchant. Which general merchant? Well, which general? General merchant. On what? I first say on what? On land and sea, or on bread, or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying now? So that's my advice for that person. That person, if he needs further advice, if that person needs further advice, he can get my contact from you. I will advise him more.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So another question is that my business is in Abraham. I think this person wants to say Abia or a state.
Okay.
Then he said,
okay.
and then move to Lagos. Where should
Correct.
I register tax ID?
If you are registered your company in Abia State before, and you now move to Lagos, you don't need to go and register another one again, because that was the beauty of that FRA Pro Max. Unless you have seated your base of operation to Lagos, then you now notify. You notify both CAC and FRS that I'm no more in Abia State. Oh. I'm now in Lagos State. So far, you have already, it is now they now maybe redirect your TIN number to Lagos State. Then you continue to fly on. So I think you see how we are combining these two, both legal and tax matter now. Is some people will just go relocate, even within Anambra State or within Abia State. You are moving from Wanta to another street. You must inform them. You must inform them. So once you have registered before, you just notify them. You can file online. It doesn't mean you can file online. Maybe that person is doing online business. There's no problem. That's why it's the essence of this digitalization of our economy, of our tax system. We are going to digital will come next year. So you at comfort of your zone. I've been filing for a company in Abuja, so there's no big deal there. Once maybe as online, unless you permanently shifted to Lagos and you are producing goods in the business, so you can write for the change of address and notify CAC, notify FRS.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So thank you very much for that answer. And please, when you want us to stop with the questions, please let me know.
No,
So
I know, you know.
they said,
Okay.
So what should individual that earn big money do? Should they register their name with CAC or get tax ID?
No. Now, if you are an individual, okay, you don't need to register with CAC. An individual is either one thing, you are working in a company, you are earning big salary. An individual, you are on your own, you are doing business. Because you cannot have big salary, without doing business. You must be doing something. So if you are earning big salary and you are doing a business, that business must be registered with CAC. Yeah, all other things follow. But if you are working with First Bank, you need to get your taxpayer ID. Number one, the First Bank will sort that one out. So, and you now pay tax on. So you cannot just be earning big salary. Now, another thing that I want to bring to fore, is that what we call virtual asset provider. So I believe maybe that person is doing online business, that is bringing business come to him. The new law says you go and register your virtual business that you are doing. Hence, 2025, when you are failed to register, I think the fine is 10 million naira. It's either with that way you can get big income, because that person must have been either doing business in his own personal name, either online business, that's one thing, or having big salary from a company. The company will settle that one too. But if you are doing business, don't do business in the name of Chioma Glory. Go and register Chioma Glory as a company with CAC. Then we now know how to tax you. So the question is not straightforward, but I've known where the income can come. It's either you are doing virtual business, cryptocurrencies, online business in your personal name. If you are doing that and you do not register, the law says 2026, if they catch you, you will pay serious penalty for it. So they don't want illegal business again. They want individual to go and register. I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty of this law because it seems I don't want to take much of your time. That person is taking big income and it's not paying tax on it. Look at one person that's collecting 2 million and government is taxing it. And government is using that money to develop the economy. So the law do not want to say. And if that person fail to do the right thing, by next year, by digitalizing, they will catch you. One, they will use your phone number to catch you. Two, they will use your NIM to catch you. That's all. So you better do the needful. Do the needful. Go and register that business that's bringing you big amount of money and pay tax on it. You cannot be earning big money without any doing business. It's not possible. It's not possible. You are doing business, that's why money is coming in. And if it's from salary, your company will pay that one. Or another way is that if you are a pensioner, you are a retiree, and your children is paying you money, Well, next year, let your children be narrating it, a stipend to mommy for student allowance, and you are receiving dividend income with 20,000, so you don't need to pay tax. So the person will go and do the right thing.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for the answer. We have another question. Said, what about businesses that are not making up to 5 million annually? Are they going to be taxed?
Oh, I've answered that one now. The law say come year 2025. If you don't make up to 200 million, it's not even 5 million naira this time around. If you are not up to 100 million naira, don't pay any form of tax. Anybody that says you come and pay tax, call me. I will challenge that person.
Okay, sir. All right, thank you, sir.
Don't pay
So
tax.
we
Don't
have
pay
another
tax.
question. Okay,
Mhm.
sir. Said, I just registered a new business but intend upgrading to limited, but this new law in tax, how can I go about it and how do I charge my customer based on the new tax?
You charge the way you charge. The tax did not ask you to charge anything anywhere. The tax is saying do your normal business. You are the one that know what costs you to produce this bottle of water that I'm holding. So you charge on it and you make sales on it. That's all. It's not the tax that will say go and pay 10,000. You are the one that know how it costs you to produce it. You get me now? So it's not the tax that say go and charge. Just make your own sales, prepare your record, as we have been saying since morning. Get the auditors to help you finalize that account. It's not. Don't worry. It's not about these tax. Some people are saying it's all the money that comes to your account, they will tax from them. No, just keep your proper record. The amount that comes in, the amount that goes out. That's all.
Okay, sir. So thank you very much for the answer. Another question coming up. We said, what is the exact difference between PITA and CITA?
Okay,
It's mandatory
okay,
for a company to register. Okay, is it mandatory for a company to register both with the Nigeria Revenue Service and State Revenue Service?
okay. I've been speaking on this. PITA means Personal Income Tax Act, and that's what I've been saying, that one is for the staff of your company. That one you register that one with the State Board of Internal Revenue of where you are. If you are in Benin, go to Benin Edo State Internal Revenue. So if you are in Port Harcourt, go to Rivers State and register for your company, and the people under you, the staff under you, with to get tax ID, and you pay tax on them every month. Now CITA means Company Income Tax Act. That's your company, Omaglo Limited, Omaglo Venture. Go to the Nigerian Revenue Service that's very close to you, either in Owerri, whether in Port Harcourt. Go there and register for your company, Omaglo Ventures Limited. They will not give you a tax identification number. Say your TIN number is 35594/0001. I think I've getting the clear. PIT means Personal Income Tax Act, and you go to state government to do that. CITA means company, your company, your company that you register with CAC. Go to Nigerian Revenue Service to register for that. Okay. Okay, I'm through.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for that answer. You can. So another question that I can see, I said, I am a small business owner.
Hello? Continue.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, sir. He said, I am a small business owner and I know business name registration is what is fit for me now. But because of the tax issue, I am contemplating registering as a company. He said, what is your advice, sir?
Well, for now, I will advise that you stay with your business enterprises. Hello? 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 Are you hearing me? Hello? 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 Mhm. Hello? Hello? Maybe the network. Hello? Network. I really saw a network over there. It's not for my own end, I guess.
Hello, sir. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, but you went off a bit.
Okay.
I think
Oh,
I've
sorry,
answered the
sir.
person. I've answered the person that he or she should go for venture that is now on, that he can cope now.
Okay, sir.
But it depends upon what you want to achieve. For now, I will advise the person to go for ventures that he has already started with. When you now grow big, you want to get investors in, you can go. And even with your venture that you register, you can just get other partners in. There's no problem. You just change. You know, the CAC Kama 2020 has given a rule that is not supposed to. You can have a partners in a business name, partner 1, partner 2, partner 3. The only difference that those partners will not have share. They don't have share because I have 1 or 2 or 3 partners. But for now, I know that person should be at the level, at the stage where he is, but continue to manage that one for now. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for the answer. I don't know, do we still have time? Do we still have time, sir?
Let me satisfy the people so that we know they have the whole day. If they have question more, I
Okay,
can
sir.
talk by the grace of God.
Okay, sir. Another question, he said, let me see. Okay, is tax on business name registration very high as against company tax?
No, I've spoken on this, but let me just explain.
Okay.
That's why I advise that person to go for enterprise. Under enterprise, you are not paying any other tax except value added tax if you are dealing with a business that is doing that. Under enterprises, under enterprise on venture or business name, you are not compelled to prepare audited accounts. You are not compelled to file annual returns, but you are compelled to file monthly VAT returns, because there are so many challenges under limited than enterprises. So if you know, you can cope, but the only taxes you are paying under enterprises is tax of your staff and your own personal one under the direct assessment system. But under the limited, you are paying for your company income tax, stamp duty tax, capital gain tax, and all the rest and all the rest. So the easiest way, if you are a young entrepreneur, I will advise you go for enterprise rather than go for limited.
Okay, sir.
Another thing that limited is more costlier for you on the ground that you engage an auditor to prepare an audited account for you. Enterprise, you can also engage an auditor, but you are not filing that account with anybody. Okay? I think the questions are similar. If you have been listening already. Yes. Any other one?
Okay, let's take this last question. It said, I registered for CAC this August. When should I file for annual return for FIRS?
The person asked me so. You register your company with CAC this August 2025. Okay. Your annual return is due after 12 months with CAC. Number one, don't forget about CAC in this matter. Okay. Now, if you now want to file your account with FRS, it's either 12 months or 18 months, whichever you want. Do you get what I'm saying now? It's either 12 months from August 2025, that will now be maybe to July next year, or you can wait for 18 months. But I will advise professionally is that let your accounting year end be 31st December, so there will be no any confusion. So you can streamline your account. Say you register with CAC for August. I will advise you wait till December 2026. Be able to have maybe 15 or 16 months account to be filed. I think I've answered the question very well. Yes, let me repeat what I'm saying again. The person registered with CAC August this year. August to December this year will be 5 months. So the law did not say you come and file for 5 months. The law said either 12 months or 18 months, whichever. So now I'm now advising that person to choose December end as accounting year end. You know, 12 months will be around July or August next year. So you can wait now till December next year. That will be around 15, 12 plus 7 now will be 17 months. So you can now file your account by the month that by December 2020, January 2027. That's my professional advice for that person. So there will be no confusion in the year ahead, so that it will make you to file while others are filing too. So that's the best option advice I can give to that person.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that answer. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Maybe the rest of the questions will be in the comments, and then we'll respond to them later. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
And thank you all the participants too. Like Madam Ahmad have said, and like I'm still echoing it, compliance is a tool that you need to grow your business come 2020. Don't run away from it. Don't be doing business without, what do I need to do this month? What do I need to do this year? Do it, and you will see your business growing. from strength to strength. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much to our speakers for taking out time to share their knowledge with us today. Please feel free to say thank you to our speakers in the chat. We have covered a lot from the legal side of compliance to tax obligations and how to prepare properly for 2026. The key takeaway from today is very simple. Registration starts your business. Compliance protects it. Okay. So thank you to everyone who joined us live, asked questions, and stayed till the end. The section was free because we genuinely want business owners to be informed and prepared, not confused or scared. If today's session helped you understand compliance better, please start applying what you have learned. If you still have questions, feel free to drop them in the group or reach out through the official channels. Once again, thank you for being part of Compliance for Growth. We wish you a compliance, stress-free, and successful 2026. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Let me project this last slide. Okay, the recorded version is going to be on YouTube, okay? So you can just get the record. Sir, please, I need a permission because I saw some questions of some persons are asking for the slide.
Oh, you are good to send it on my own end, no problem.
Okay, sir. All right, sir.
No, you are good. You are good. We just need to inform the people so that they will not run foul. So there's no any other. For my own end, there's no any secrets. Me, I'm going to bring alignment to the public, and I thank you for organizing this training for more the various questions that I'm responding. So you are free to share them. So we should go to YouTube. What should we use to search so that we can?
Okay, I'll share the link. I'll share the link to the live video that was recorded. I'll share it.
Okay. But we can go to YouTube and download it for our own support.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
We are ending the stream now. Thank you, everybody. Please enjoy your day.
Thank
you so much, Mr. Derrico. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.